What's up YouTube, Awesome Yu-Gi-Oh here, and today we're here with a deck profile on ClownBlade, or that's what it's used to be called in the OCG, of course with the Level Chain and stuff. And I do know that this is relatively soon before the release of Noden. Actually this might be uploaded after Noden's been released already, but I think it's going to be a little bit before. And of course this deck is going to be changed when Noden's coming out. I don't know exactly what changes I would make, but for example right now I'm not running any of the Star Seraphs cards, which might be something I would implement when utilizing instant fusions for Noden, because Noden and the Star Seraphs complement each other really well. But I'm not sure on if I would actually use those or if I would just stick with the Clowns and the Heroics. But I'll show you the list I'm running for right now. It's not one of the best decks there is right now, but it's definitely a solid like tier 2.5, 2.5 deck, or maybe even tier 2. It's a really sturdy deck. You can go to a lot of the you can go toe to toe with a lot of the tier 1 decks of right now. So without further ado, let's get into the list. So first the Clowns. You have double Trick Clown, double damage juggler, and the one hat tricker. Now this is actually a relatively small clown engine I'm utilizing compared to what they used to be running in the OCG, and also what people are using in the TCG right now. But that's because I decided to implement some other strategies in this deck as well, since we don't have Noden yet, and I didn't want to use the Star Seraphs because they're really inconsistent. Definitely when I'm playing them, I'm not going to resolve that like ever. So I didn't want to go with the Star Seraphs. I didn't want to go with the Trap Tricks engine as well. So I went with some other way, which I'll show in a second, to spam the rank 4s. But honestly, you know, the tricks, the access to the one Trick Clown is going to be everything you need at any given point. So I felt like these numbers were fine. Then the triple Assault Halberd, as well as double Thousand Blades. So I don't want to go like triple Thousand Blades, because he's only really good with the Trick Clown, or at least optimal with the Trick Clown. He can be kind of bricky in other situations. Assault Halberd, of course, awesome. That's definitely a staple at 3. Then I'm using triple Mathematician. So Mathematician is actually somewhat of a combo card, you might say, in this deck. Simply because what you do with the Mathematician is you can send Damage Juggler to search out a Trick Clown. You can just send out Trick Clown straight away, so he can special summon himself back. And when you already had like, let's say, or a Thousand Blades or Assault Halberd, let's just say you special summon the Assault Halberd, you can go Mathematician, special summon out the Trick Clown. You have a rank 4 play right there. Also, a play you could do with a card I'm playing is the Glow Up Bulb. You can send the Glow Up Bulb. Now this gives you access to Naturia Beast as well when you have like the Assault Halberd, or even with Hat Tricker, which is an Earth as well. When you have these two, of course, you can special summon out Hat Tricker as well, and you can go with Naturia Beast play there. Or what you could do is go into Herald with these two. Now you can just leave the Herald right there, but of course Herald gives you access to rank 4 as well, so he is a level 4 himself. So Mathematician, definitely a cool combo card in my opinion, and I definitely wanted to utilize the Mathematician with the Glow Bulb in this deck. Then for the one-offs, I'm playing one Photon Thrasher, which is a reinforcement target as well, Earth, and then one Neospatian Grammel. This is mostly to do with like Construct, which can be a problem card for this deck, and it helps with like cards as Dante as well. And these two actually have some synergy. You know, you can special summon him out, normal summon Neospatian. Neospatian is going to attack, well, let's say Construct for this example, and at this point Thrasher can attack as well. So normally you wouldn't be able to attack when you control other monsters. And Thrasher, of course, is just like somewhat of a Assault Halberd in his own right. So that's the monsters. Not too big of a monster line, not too small, but some of your monsters are searchable as well. For triple upstart goblin, and then a triple reinforcements, so these search out your heroics, as well as the Thresher. And of course with Mathematician you're going to have access to clowns as well, so getting access to the monsters isn't that difficult in this deck. Double Mystical Space Typhoon. I wanted to have some removal against for mostly Teller matchup, so I decided to go with the double MST. Then I'm playing one Lance, which is really good with the Assault Halberd, just some damage step tricks. And again, some more trap-heavy decks is helpful as well. And I'm also playing the Wonder Wand. This, of course, works with the Spellcasters, which are all the clowns. And then most optimal with the Trick Clown. With Mathematician, for example, as well. Because Mathematician usually is going to stay on the board after you do the combo play with him, not really doing anything. So with Wonder Wand you can get some draws out of it. Especially with Trick Clown, which is a card you're pretty much going to have access to at any point in the game. Equipping the 1-1 to Trick Clown, drawing 2 cards, and just bring back the Trick Clown. You can plus a lot of that. I've been trying it, I really liked it, but it is not that of a consistency card, but it can get you to some defenses you might be lacking at some points in the game. So I've been liking it. Then a Foolish Burial, more access to Trick Clown or Bulb. Book of Moon, defensive card against Burning Abyss, and then Raigeki, which is just good since Dweller Raigeki is really strong against a lot of matchups. And then for the traps, double Phoenix Chain so you don't get trished, double Mirror Force to protect your Xyz monsters. The breakthrough, one breakthrough skill. This is mostly because of some side deck choices people might make against this. It's a card that helps with Winda, because Winda can be a problem for this deck as well. So I definitely want to have one breakthrough skill in here, but you know, for a defensive purpose, I did find Phoenix Chain a bit better. Ring of Destruction. Now life can become a thing, so Ring of Destruction has to be played somewhat carefully, but just a spot removal is really important. Same goes for Compulse, or at least spot removal, of course not the life point thing. But another card that just helps with Construct Boneless, Torrential, and then of course your staple Warning. Once again, the life points can add up, but you're a pretty defensive deck, so usually you shouldn't be able to actually die to paying life points. And then of course the Emptiness. So that's the main deck. For the extra deck we have Giant Hand, one of the better first in rank force you can make, one of the better defensive cards. Abyss Dweller, Trapeze Magician. Now this actually isn't as good in this deck as it is in, for example, Shadow or Necros. I'm sorry, since he can't actually target himself. But it does happen, and I did want to have the option. But you could replace this for with Steel Swarm Roach, and I'd probably suggest you do. Yeah, probably Steel Swarm Roach. Axiton, that goes to Emerald. This is actually pretty important, the Emerald. Castell, this deck, or for as far as I've tested at least, you do want to have something to clear, or to help with the Cosmo matchup, let's just put it like this, and Castell clearing Cosmo Town can be extremely relevant and can turn the game around. Silent Arc, Excalibur, 8 towers out, Cowboy, and of course you can make this with double of your heroics. Cowboy, Ptolemy's with the Diamond as well as the Pleiades. You can go Durandal as well, but I've been liking Pleiades a bit more definitely in this deck with the Phoenix Chains. But it's just, you know, to rank up. And then you have Trishula, which is relatively easy to make in all honesty. With the Glow Bulb, a Glow Bulb, and 2 level Force, and you can Trish someone, which is really good. The Naturia Beast, as I said, another strong first to play you can do. Definitely helps against the Necros matchup, as well as the Herald does. And you know, just to put this down is really good first turn against some of your matchups. But also this can help by with pushing out some rank 4 plays. So that's the deck. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think of this deck, and if this is a deck you want to try out when Nodin comes out, Because in my personal opinion, Shadow's probably going to be the deck I'm going to be playing. I love Shadow, and Nodon's definitely going to increase the strength of that deck. And Shadow's just a deck I love playing. It's a really skill incentive deck, and yeah, it's just the options Shadow have is really amazing. So I like that deck. But this is definitely a deck. Just I like playing stun decks as well. This is definitely kind of a stun deck, which implements rank 4 spam, and rank 4s of course are the best cards in the game, or the best Xyz cards at least. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And with Nodon, I'm not sure how long we're going to have Nodon, but I'm pretty sure we will have it for at least like a month. So then this is definitely a fun deck to play, or in any way this deck at least. You might go with the clowns, and then like I said, the Star Seraphs and Nodon, just cutting these. But I'd probably cut like the Mathematician engine, and then maybe implement some instant fusions and maybe the Star Seraphs. I'm not sure on the Star Seraphs yet, because the Star Seraphs synergize really well with Nodon. But like I said, as a basis, they're kind of inconsistent in my opinion. But yeah, that's the deck profile. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think of this deck and how this deck can still evolve. And I'll see you guys next time, which will probably be some tin openings, because I did order a couple of the 2015 Mega Tins. But there might be a deck profile in between as well. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye!